make you know I want it deep inside. Free your mind, and I'll take you for a ride and make you wanna call my name. I am the reason that you feel like you're alive. Call for me, I'll keep you breathing. You'll be my heartbeat parasite. It's alright, let your know inside come out and touch me. Scream all night, that's what I like. You'll be my heartbeat parasite. Oh, my heartbeat parasite. My heartbeat parasite.
What's going on, Vigos Court? We're back with another edition of The Road to the Final Verdict. We've got Deadheads, we've got Remedy. I'm your judge, Judge Vader. I'm joined by Counselor JoJo.
What's up, guys?
Man, I'm ready. I'm ready for this match, honestly. Like, what's up is we just finished with like the most shenanigan-filled exhibition match that I think we've ever seen. Like, guys, if you missed it, we just had We Overslept versus, I'm gonna call them the Pub Stompers, because like it was a team of like some of Outlaws, some of Hex Girls, and then somebody who I don't even think plays within Vigos, but like just showed up to play, you know. So Pub Stompers versus We Overslept was the last match, and it was actually super interesting because we utilized PlayStream. If you guys don't know what PlayStream is, it's a challenge-based donation system. We're raising money for our prize pool for next season for all of the teams. So it was a really good opportunity, and of course, the teams were able to get in on it and like, you know, actually make some money as well. It looks,
yeah, probably one of my favorite things from watching that actually was getting to make people do certain things.
Yeah,
throwing in that no mither with gum was probably the funniest thing to watch, because they were going against Nurse in that first match, and to easily get a down really quickly with Nurse during that, especially on that map. What map was that again, Vader?
Baden Preschool. You guys sent them to Springwood.
Yeah, that's what we did. I think I was the one that did that.
You did.
So to have that kind of map, and then also have that Nurse, easily you can run around, but to have that one hit down with Nurse, it was kind of fun to watch, to see what they were able to do. And then, I mean, we all love Shep, but to, you know, see Shep get moried in that first round with
Devour Hope.
With Devour Hope was probably the stinkiest thing that could ever happen. So I really enjoyed that.
Oh, for sure. And hey, JoJo, can you join me in recognizing these cuties over here?
Oh, where are these cuties? Where?
Yo, look out there to the jury. Like, all of them, they're cute, aren't they?
Wow. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Look at those cuties. Wait, is that who is that?
You know, like, I don't even know if I can talk. They're too cute for me, dude. They're out of my league. They're out of my league. Yeah, y'all are a bunch of cuties, though. 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for that point redemption, for sure. Definitely, we have all of our survivors ready to up. Let's review what map we're going to here. It looks like I saw the map get set to Thompson House, but I thought we were going to the family residence. So somebody might want to check in on that. And of course, my map video is actually wrong. So we're going to just come back here. All right. Right back to us. Yeah. So yeah, we should be going to family residence, because there is a little bit of desync going on with the Coldwind Farm. So we'll wait for them to set the correct map, and then we'll hop out of Killer here.
What is your thoughts over on family residence, Vader?
You know, interestingly enough, I'm a big fan of Yamaoka maps. I know a lot of people are like, Yamaoka, gross. Me, I like it quite a bit though. I am a Survivor main though, and maybe that's why I like it. I feel like running those little gazebos is just it's choice.
The gazebos are quite fun. I mean, especially my personal favorite is, honestly, I love Shack at any point. But to be able to sometimes be able to pull off a Shack run and then over into like a TNL wall or whatever the RPG allows us to have, I really enjoy being able to run over there. As a killer main, this map is kind of difficult in some ways, especially how the gens do spawn on this map. But allowing for enough pressure there, wherever your 3-gen or 4-gen may be, honestly can play really well over to the killer's side as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, just family residence in general, I feel like you don't really get the groupings of gens that you hope for as killer to be able to hold a really good 3-gen. So it is just a lot of strength for survivors. Probably why I'm such a big fan of it, you know.
I mean, as a killer man, whoo, you know, you got to sweat a little bit more on this type of map, but the sweating does allow for a good game. And I think we're hopping into our first one right now.
Oh, we are. And I know Deadheads is looking to try to like get started as soon as possible. Sounds like they got another game at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. So I don't know how that works.
Maybe a 4-man slug here.
Right. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we do see all of the offerings we're supposed to see. So let's review how our killer is going to score points here, which of course the killer's scoring points via those valuable hooks. So as you can see, it is 2 points for the first 2 hooks, 3 points for the third hook. Progressions are worth 1 less. That way people aren't inclined to try to camp. But if you do get a 7th and 8th progression, it would be worth 1 point each. And definitely if you do get the 4K, you do get 2 more points for your efforts. An entity kill would result in the corresponding hook plus the progressions, whereas a regular Mori would not result in those progressions. Also a pig head trap wouldn't result in the progressions. Bleed outs are worth 0 points, so there are 30 points available to our killers. If you guys want to know more about these rules, type !rules in the chat. And we didn't talk about who we expect to see here, but I mean, on family residence, like,
you got to be able to move.
Yeah, mobility is key. We might see a blight. We've seen blights and nurses on this map a lot, so I expect a little more of the same.
All right, let's hop in here, and we are seeing a Wraith here right at the very beginning. So to be able to get around this map actually is a good call. So we do have, let's see, Corrupt Intervention here at the beginning. We do spot our first survivor. It's good old Fang Min. Didn't uncloak here.
I think that might have been if you play this game in bordered windowless or borderless window, every once in a while I find that I click off of my screen and I end up standing still like, ah, fuck, I can't believe I've done this. I think that looked a little like that.
We do get our first hit here on Fang inside of the main building. Let's see where Wraith decides to go now. He is playing slightly in his Corrupt over here. We do have an early pallet drop. I wonder if you are able to get the swing off here. We do get 10 bamboo.
Ooh, we're trying to build a bamboo house here, guys. For
maybe
sure.
A little raft, you know.
I mean, a raft might be nice, actually. I mean, you know, just go ahead and float off into the sunset, Titanic style.
Oh, Vader. I mean, the 2 cuties might be able to do that as well.
You are right. Fang Min, though, going up on a hook, and we're going to try to pressure the rest of this map. I think it's interesting bringing Wraith to this map, though, only because really after the slight nerf to like his little speed burst there, teams have been able to really do well against him, right? And
that is correct. So we tried to get the flashlight off here. Claudette did. Now we're headed over. We do go into cloak once again, back onto Chase. No pallet vault here. We do have a dropped pallet.
Yeah.
And she is heading into the gazebo.
Did you notice those add-ons though, Joe? Because the reason that body burn didn't end up happening, we've got Shadow Dance Serpent. So every time we kick something, we're coming out of cloak.
Ah. So we do have a bamboozle of this window. Claude's still headed back over to that gazebo. We are going to go into a cloak. No, we actually didn't go into a cloak. Still on this Claudette. Fang was actually saved a couple moments ago. Back into this, and there is no pallet drop there. Just see Fang fakes the pickup, and I think Fang may have dipped out of there. There goes our first gen of the match. You're gonna stay on Fang here, not gonna pick up the Claudette because Claudette is under a pallet. We do have a survivor going off to the left hand side. Felix left over there, maybe going back for the pickup here just to get the quick injury. Maybe just afraid of getting pallet stunned here.
I think that's fair though. Like, I mean, honestly, I kind of would be swinging out of the pallet. In fact, like
just in case.
Yeah. Hey,
Fang is still back up again.
I know it's because we came out of that shenanigan filled game, but I mean, we just went past that locker. How crazy it would have been to see a head on right there. Like while we're carrying a survivor.
Been crazy. So the uncloak for kicking that pallet. We do have Felix here. Ooh, was gonna try and go back to the window, fakes it, and Felix is off. And through the window, gets hit through the window for that slow vault.
Oh geez, and that's actually not Felix, that's our Leon, but I could definitely see I could see how that well, you know, granted what he's wearing, he kind of looks similar.
Both
blonde-headed, nice looking men, you know.
Going back for the Claudette here. Doesn't come out of cloak. Uncloaks here with the kick of the pallet. Maybe tries to tunnel out the Claudette here. Still at 3 gens. Take 10 wood at the face, buddy. And we're off again.
Yeah, we might see another pallet stun too.
They really are. I mean, still, they're starting to use a lot more resources around the map. The house and this part of the map hasn't really been used quite yet. We do see a dead hard and the down here. We do have Felix around, but there is no pallet. Do we go for the hit? Yes, we do. We're gonna try and get the hit. We're over in the corner, Felix.
Yeah, Felix not knowing where he's running right into a dead end. Kind of similar to the Claudette going ahead, dead harding and headbutting the wall. Interesting. These survivors really were literally beating their heads up against the wall.
A little bink bonk here and there. The only person that should be bing bonging in this match is Wraith, but the survivors are joining in on the fun as well.
Always love when everybody's able to get in on the fun. We do see several injured survivors though. Really hope that they'll be able to get those resets happening soon, otherwise could spell disaster. We've entered the mid game here, and Wraith does have a good amount of pressure. Not enough hooks though.
That is true. He is going back for the Claudette here, Jazzy. Let's see if they're able to block off this. They do. Let's see if they can get the hit here. With no hit because of the dead hard, drops the pallet. And we're off to the races again. Kicks the pallet and recloaks once again. Really trying to get the early out here with this Claudette. Claudette is running center map, trying to take a body block for the Claudette. Throws that firework. Let's see if we get any. Oh, and we do get a stun off of the firework.
That was a really good play because not only did Felix drop the firework, but then he stayed there to body block to make sure he got the body burn. That is just a great play.
That was some good body work there. I mean, I guess those abs really are coming in his favor here. You know, maybe a little workout to get that body block in. We do have Claudette over in the corner. We did have all of the survivors off of the gen as well, so we weren't seeing much gen progression. Actually, we just got a gen popped here. Maybe they 99'd that gen and then are now leaving one gen to be able to continually be 99'd for that deadlock. And Claudette is now out of the game. That gen actually is not 99'd. So we're searching. We found Feng yet once again. Feng already has been hooked once. They get away with life. We do have Felix here. Seeing if we can get an uncloak or a flashlight burn. And collects tin wood. I don't know if that was wood or if that was actually rock there. But again, we have bamboo and rock now in play to building his nice little getaway float.
Wait a minute, are you playing Dead by Daylight or Minecraft? I'm confused at this point. We got cobblestone, bamboo, let's see. But definitely,
I mean, the Wraith is the one building it, not me.
You're right. But yeah, for sure, we do see Felix getting hooked there. Interesting to see, though, that's like the third survivor we've seen with the flashlight. These survivors are trading items early and often.
They are as well. Felix just deliverance here. Got a little deli play off. Did it right away. This Feng is hopping in and out of this window. She is trying her best to not let that bamboozle happen here. Wasting race time even more.
I mean, these are really good plays by these survivors. You're not going to get that unfortunate.
We do get a hit here on Feng. If he tunnels out Feng here, or is Feng on second? She might be on her final hook.
I think she is. No, she's not. By the hook count, she would be second hook.
She would be second hook. Okay. So a little bit of a tough position here. We do have one gen left with these survivors. 3 survivors still going. 2 of them are injured. Chasing this Feng down again. Gets the down here. The survivors are probably working on that last gen to try and get out. Headed over towards the hook. I wonder what Leon and there goes that final gen. That's what they were doing. Feng is on second hook. And as you guys, we are moving here quickly.
I mean,
let's see, because they are cloaked.
They are, but let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. We did bring Noed, but I don't see a haste effect. Do you?
I do not either. They are totem goblins. They got all of those totems out of play. So now Feng is off the hook. We are on Leon. Leon has not been hooked, I believe.
I don't think so either, actually. By the hook count, there's no way he could have been.
Ooh, get stunned. That was good stun there by Leon. Creating a little bit more space here. They are coming in for the body block. If Jazzy does get the Leon here and the rest of the survivors leave, it's going to be a full count for them. We do have a little bit of a slug here. Hopefully Felix does have Unbreakable.
Yeah, they are trying desperately to get this survivor out, but you're not getting him out. You might as well
And Feng is here. Feng might be going for the pickup here. Let's see if we have any altruism being played. Did leave. Has Feng here. Feng probably. Oh! And we do have the Felix with the Unbreakable. Gonna force the Feng out here.
Feng didn't leave. Oh, there it is. Okay.
There
I was like, you can grab.
Yeah. Go grab. I wonder. Let's see what happens here. So we are going for that, for the Leon, the fresh hook.
Which is the smart play, honestly.
Yeah.
I was actually worried because Cash actually had the flashlight last. I was worried that we were going to pick up and Cash was going to be like, gotcha.
Gotcha, but no. So we do get a 2K here. 1 at the very end with full progression, giving Jazzy some more points here at the end of the match.
Yeah, definitely. And we do see 18-13 in Remedy's favor as a result of those little extra hook states. So for sure, a good play by Jazzy to go ahead and make the right call, get the fresh hook survivor and take him out. So that was an excellent decision.
That was. So we get a little bit more points there, which is the smarter play. on Jazzy's end to capitalize on many points as possible. Also, Vader, I think we had a hydrate redemption. What are you drinking?
I was just about to tell you that I've got a lime sparkling water, my friend. A lime sparkling water.
And I am sipping on that good old Chick-fil-A sweet tea.
Oh dang, that's syrup, dude. Like that, there's enough sugar in there that is syrup.
You know, they do it right. Growing up with sweet tea, I drank that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If I had anything whatsoever, sweet tea was the call. I'm just gonna say it. But as I got older, my mom was like, we should probably cut back on the sugar, and I was like, nah. So I'd always sneak a little sugar in for myself. So we did it.
I understand. I mean, like I've got family from Arkansas, so
Ooh.
the sweet tea of the South is different than sweet tea anywhere else. Like honestly, I felt like that sweet tea sometimes I could just put on my pancakes instead of syrup, you know, like just it was sweet enough. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and just get some butters.
So when are we gonna have that as a channel point redemption for you, Vader? Is my question.
Oh, sweet tea and pancakes?
Sweet tea and pancakes. No syrup,
man.
just sweet tea and pancakes.
That might be one of those exhibition match challenges.
Get Vader to eat something, you know?
Something.
Something.
For
Get him
sure.
eating something.
For
Oh,
sure.
man.
We do have our next lobby though. And so I'm definitely gonna switch into the killer spot. Go ahead and block them from starting the match without us being ready. But for sure, that was a really good match we ended up having. Jazzy did pretty well on killer there, but hey, don't discount the way Deadheads played. They were trying to make sure they got Leon out without him getting hooked. That would really good play.
Yeah, unfortunately they weren't successful with that because of the 3-state progression there, or the full state progression there, gaining them a little bit more points. We did see the Unbreakable come out of Felix at the end, so granting them some more points as well with the escape.
Yeah, and I think Felix was only a 1-hook, wasn't he?
I think Felix was only a 1-hook.
So he still got a bonus point.
Yeah. And I also think that play by Felix earlier as well with the body block into the firework to get that stun really helped that team there at the middle, because they were really trying, Jazzy was really trying to get that survivor down to get another hook state on that Fang. But because of that play, it extended the chase, which allowed for more gens to get done. And we got those 2 escapes there at the end, which honestly, it was a great play. Also, we were seeing Fang vaulting back and forth, wasting Jazzy's time as well. So really smart moves on the survivor side there.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, hey, you spoke about Felix's just awesome plays, right?
Yeah.
Felix, the player that played Felix was Cash. And
With
Cash. And
Cash money.
100%. I was waiting for you to say it. And so Cash is actually going to kill for this next match.
Oh,
So we're going to get to see more good plays, right?
Yeah. Who do you think Cash is going to play here with, I mean, needing to go around the map quickly, like we were discussing earlier? Who do you think we're going to see out of Cash?
I mean, Wraith, we just saw. We could do Wraith again. It could be a mirror match. I doubt that a little bit. I really think that I think Deadheads can bring Spirit, actually. I don't think they've used Spirit at all. So I think you bring a Spirit right here.
I would like to see that as well.
Home field advantage?
Oh,
The family residence?
You know, I would love to see that. I would love to see a Spirit here. I just have Nurse on my mind all the time. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, like, guys, if you didn't know, like, if this is your first time seeing Counselor JoJo, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. We actually saw him last night. He was the nurse that almost brought it back for Outlaws last night.
That was a game, to say the least.
It definitely was. You played well.
That was a fun match. I had so much fun being able to play that match. But it looks like we are getting into a match here with Cash Money killing I think I would really love to see a spirit here, but I wouldn't be mad if I saw a nurse. But we are sided here.
Definitely, and of course our survivors are maybe dreading, maybe excited, but yeah, they are looking to finish those gens for those valuable points that you see there. But definitely don't just think the gens are the only goal. You got to get those escapes. Look at the third and fourth escape there, netting you 10 points total. That is amazing. If you escape with 2 or more hook states, then you will get a bonus point as well, allowing for 26 points total for the survivors. And I'm gonna stop it right there because we're in a match and we're bringing a twins. Actually,
we're bringing twins. All right, we can see this here. We can see that Victor can transverse this map rather quickly, also being able to use Victor to be able to get onto survivors where survivors won't be doing anything, such as gens, and also those chases can come down rather quickly. He does check the top part of the map first. We don't have really a good corrupt here. We do have 2 up top and then 1 in Killer Shack. So that corrupt really didn't come into Cash's favor here. We are still running around with Victor, seeing if we find anyone. We do find our first victim. It is a Nia. One thing I like to say the most is I like to see dead Nias more than anything else in this game, even though I do main her on Survivor. But we do have that first Victor latch. We do see Ruin and play here.
Oh yeah, and Nancy W like gaming away. Like Charlotte's an M1 killer when she doesn't have Victor, so smart, just W game, get away.
Yep. Nancy is holding shift W here as we go inside the main building. Does a little double back there, does cost her a hit, unfortunately. We leave Nancy here. We do get Victor back. We also are running Thanatophobia. So with Ruin in play and Thanatophobia, we do have some gen regression going on here, making it a little bit more difficult for the survivors to do these gens. We do find another survivor. We find our good old thick Jane. She does now have Victor on her, not able to do anything unless she gets rid of Victor. So this early game pressure that we are already seeing, not being able to really do gens because of having Ruin, as well as already just canceling out survivors from doing anything. We do have Shack Pallet gone at 5 gens still. Jane is being chased. Let's see if we can get Charlotte to catch up, chugging all of that weight she has on her. Victor is back. We do have the pallet drop from Jane. Victor is released. Claudette coming in for the protection here from Victor, but Jane is running back and forth on that tree. Oh, Claudette comes in for the kick but doesn't get it.
Oh, Victor, the rock collision. No. That's not going to be good for
his diet, but you know, sometimes, you know, we need a little crunch here and there. I don't think Victor likes that very much. I don't think he's a Flintstone, so probably not enjoying those very much.
I would definitely say those don't look like Fruity Pebbles to me. Most definitely the Victor's already got bad teeth. He doesn't need the rocks to help.
I would, you know, I would never want to meet Victor face to face. I think that would just not be a good story for anyone. We did have Cash protecting his Ruin with Charlotte here at the beginning. We are on Claudette here, going back and forth on that vault. Charlotte is a little slower to get around those vaults, carrying all of that weight with her pots and pans.
You know, she just wanted to be able to make a meal wherever she goes. You can't fault her for that. She's a true camper.
Well, we did have our first gen finally done here. I don't believe we have any hooks here yet, do we? This might be our first hook here with Claudette.
I can confirm it is. We've had very many injury states, but due to not committing to any single person, this is the first hook.
All right. So our corrupt is what is it called? It is done. Is Ruin still up on the board? It doesn't look like Ruin is no longer on the board here.
Ruin is not on the board. The totem has been cleansed.
Okay, well, Victor back on Thick Jane once again. We do see a vault here. We do see the pool as well right in front of Claudette. They have already used this pallet here. We are waiting borrow time out.
Yeah, I too know how to count. And that was 13 seconds. Therefore, you can go ahead and get back on the ground, Alexi, and we'll be trying to put you back on a hook. DS check inbound, possibly.
We may see it, we may not. We also, if the survivor that did save them, if they did have Deli, I don't know if that was enough time to also get off Deli as well. It may have been.
Yeah, I think it is.
We do have a down on Thick Jane, but Nia is there. We do still have, we did get the Claudette picked back up. So we're going to go over to these two. Oh, no, we're going to kick the Jin along the way. Victor is deployed once again for service. And we do have them blocking off Jane here. You know, I have not yet seen that play before. Have you seen that play before?
I have
Vader?
indeed. Yeah, it's actually a play that like we've practiced actually with We Overslept a few times going against Twins. Definitely when we used to play 4 Dwights, 1 Locker and Psycho Manus was playing Twins quite often versus us, we would make sure that, yeah, you would go ahead and just body block to where the only choice is you hit the healthy survivor. Sometimes you do it the other way. Yeah, or you just, sometimes you do it the other way so that you can guarantee the kick.
We do have our second Gen gone. We did see Jane just a little while earlier dead hard to the window to be able to secure that window vault. Nancy is nearby. We might try and get the Victor off here onto Nancy. We do get that, so we do have another survivor that is doing nothing unless they get rid of Victor.
Oh, for sure. And we will see this hook, of course, on Jazzy here, the Jane. But did you notice anything else strange? Why is Nancy broken? Why is Sad broken? There's
because
forced
we do
penance.
have a forced penance at play here.
Yeah, and definitely Nancy did have Victor on her, so that's one reason that she was broken. But then Sad being broken was due to forced penance. So definitely we do have we've got, I think all of our perks are known at that point.
And we get a down spicy leap from Victor there on the Nia. Looked like she was around the corner, but Victor's hitbox is pretty nice sometimes.
Every once in a while, you know, Victor may be small, but his legs are strong.
He probably hits the gym more than I do on leg day.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Victor do any arm day, you know, just legs.
Just legs, and then uses his teeth and arms to go ahead and stay on and annoy the, or maybe, you know, he just wraps his legs around the survivor to stay on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Just ride him like a backpack, man.
That was kind of one of the images I really didn't want in my mind, but you know, it came up and we're here.
Yeah, we have to deal with that for the rest of our lives now.
You are so welcome. Just okay, we're gonna move on from that conversation. And we are seeing Cash headed back to Hook, placing oh wow, she totally left my mind. Where is her name? Help me out here, Vader. What's her name?
All right, Charlotte?
Charlotte, thank you. I was like, I totally lost her name in my mind for a second. I was like, where, what? Who is this big woman that carries around pots once again?
Yeah, it's definitely our Charlotte over here getting pressure on Jazzy. There's still only been 3 hooks, even though 2 gens have been completed here, though.
That's actually another gen completed here, and dips off of the Nancy. You know, Nancy does have a good hairstyle on this one, on this here. We are going back to the Nia. See if we can get another down here, but we don't. We had Victor take a leap of faith, but did not hit the Nia here. We don't see a vault from the Nia. Nia playing this smart back and forth. See if we can get the, oh, we did have balanced landing there, but we do see the Nia get down and Victor instantly kicked. Get out of here, Victor.
I mean, yeah, the best way to get rid of a Victor is apply shoe directly to face.
I would say to the forehead.
You're right.
Head, yeah, you know, apply directly to the forehead. So we do have the Nia. Nia got back up. It looks like what was that? That wasn't leader.
That was a really fast heal, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was We'll Make It.
Maybe
We'll Make It does last like 3 minutes now, so I mean, well, no, it's 90 seconds, but like, you know, it lasts a long time, so
a minute
could
and
have
30
been
seconds.
a minute
There we
and
go.
30 seconds, not 3 minutes, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, what? That was air I saw swinging at. I would say air ball, but we aren't shooting baskets here. Maybe with Victor, you know, we might get some air balls here and there. I think we saw one just a little while earlier. We do see Nancy going in for that block as well. Force Penance did come into play with that block and also having Victor on.
Yeah,
Let's
Force
see
Penance
here.
actually, I think it did get applied to Jazzy as well.
Let's see. All right, who are we on here? On the Claudette. And 10, collecting 10 ore once again. This time, actually from Charlotte, not from Victor. We're seeing if Claudette can make an escape here. Keeps holding Shift W.
Ooh, nice play of the Red Stain to go ahead and get our Claudette here. Gotta make sure that survivors are not near, but as we hear that Killer Instinct, we know that they are actually elsewhere. Sounds like they're trying to finish that gen.
We are headed back over to that gen to see where these survivors are.
Well, not on that gen.
Nia is actually fully healed again. That is the survivor in which is on Death Hook. We're gonna go ahead and place Victor probably over here by the hook. No, we're actually gonna search for survivors here. We do have.
Yeah, I definitely think that's smart because these the gen that you're nearby was where you got Killer Instinct from Victor before, but that gen's not progressed at all. So what are these survivors doing?
What we actually saw there is they were actually resetting. So we did find the Nia here. We do need to confirm this kill as well to get one survivor out of the game. We do have Thick Jane going in for that good old save. Let's see if we get it. We're actually just hanging around here. We have two survivors here. We do hit Jane here. Gonna go back for the Claudette with Sprint Burst. Gonna, oh, and gets that BT hit. That is unfortunate. Being able to get that Claudette early would have been a really good play to them. So now we have two survivors that are on Death Hook. We do have the Claudette as well as the Nia. We do have 3 injured survivors. We do have the Natophobia in play, making it a little bit more difficult for the survivors to do the gens. Slowing down some gen regression. We do see a release of Victor, trying to see if he can get it down here. We do have some of them healing. We're going to try and go in for that body block here.
Yeah, I personally feel like
do-
you should have gotten Nancy there because then she can't heal Jazzy.
So we do have Victor trying to eat Fruity Pebbles again, but did not work out for him. We are deploying Victor once again. They are healing up. We do have Nancy here and Victor trying to eat some planks of wood. I don't know. Victor has a really strange diet this match here.
You
Going
know,
for both Fruity
it's
Pebbles
okay.
and wood.
I mean, how are you going to eat the fruity pebbles without a spoon? And what better to use as a spoon than a wooden plank? All right.
You know, I wouldn't try that myself, but you know, Victor has some interesting tactics here.
Yeah, for sure. We see the survivors all getting reset here, and that is really not good for our twins. This is a really, really good match so far for our survivors, all getting reset. We do see the killer instinct, so we know kind of the corner they're using to reset. And I would expect they're going to try to reset Nancy right there. Look at that. Look at 3 survivors over here.
And I think Gamer in chat is actually making a really good point. These survivors are playing this nice and slow here, to be able to make sure that they get off as many survivors out of the gate as possible. So they are playing it nice and slow. The Thanatophobia probably is having some of an impact on that as well. They are healing up quite quickly. We are getting rid of Victor rather fast. I'm going to check on this gen. It does have some progression on it. Searching around for survivors, see if we can find anyone. We did get a forced penance play off on that Nancy blocking for the Claudette. We are placing Victor at one of the back gens. We do have Claudette here. If we, with the sprint burst away, we do have that drop pallet, creating a little bit of distance for Claudette. Did not go back into the jungle gym, going ahead and hitting shift W. Claudette actually is one of the survivors that is dead on hook if they are caught. I believe they just got rid of Victor. Oh no, we just see killer instinct come into play with Victor being around the Nia coming around. Nia doesn't get the kick on Victor. We're gonna go for a little chase here, gonna go over the pallet and get that leg crunch over on Nia. We do see Cash going over towards the Nia, maybe going to be able to confirm a kill here if they do get them down here. We do see the Nia vault, no, and the vault back.
I think it's interesting that as killer, they're trying to play the long side, if that makes sense. If you just W game them to the short side, I think you have a better chance.
That is very true. We do see Nia getting rid of Victor here. We do have Jazzy coming in for the protection hit as well. We do have Victor. Let's see if they are able to pull this off where they go into the corner. They do. We get a force penance into play here, saving Nia a little bit of time to be able to create some distance.
Yeah, but Charlotte is chasing specifically Nia.
Trying to confirm a kill here. We haven't checked on gens in a while. We are gonna, that is the last gen to pop.
And there was no
we're
DS.
gonna confirm a death here. Well, we haven't had a hook in quite some time, mostly because of the gen protection that was coming from Cash.
You're right.
Actually, Nia is not dead on hook. She is in second stage. So the survivors hopping on these doors and going for a save here can easily be the play. We do see Jazzy going down here. A kick on Victor. We did get a save from Nia. On Nia, they might be waiting out BT here. We do get that down there as well. We're gonna go ahead and deploy Victor. We do see that Nia trying to go for the door as we focus over here on Nancy. There was no pickup. We do get Nancy stunned with Victor. We do get one out here. We do get two. Oh, that was a dead hard, so no hit on that. Seeing if they're trying to run for the flashlight save. That does not work.
I was gonna say, if they got that, they're insane.
That would have been absolutely insane. We do have one kill here. No one on this. Does it look like somebody's on? Somebody is on this door.
Where
Actually,
did they
no,
run
they're
to?
not.
They ran away from there. That's where they're running. We just saw the crow fly away. There's our Nancy. Our Nancy was trying to stay away from the other door, and now she's getting chased. But Jazzy and Claudette still have not left yet, so they're still in play. It'll be really interesting to see how they decide to play this. Nancy's gonna probably go down unless Victor tries to eat some wood.
Victor did indeed eat some wood. We do have Nancy playing over here. The other survivors are healing up. Nancy goes down here. Has Nancy been hooked at all this game?
I don't think so.
this
So
could
there could be
easily
a deliverance.
I think we already did see Deli come off of Jazzy earlier. Or was that, it might have been the Claudette.
I don't know.
So that's a full heal there. They are trying to create some distraction over here. Oh, and it is the deliverance. I thought we saw that earlier, but it was not the deliverance. We probably will see a DS play here.
So what you're saying is the one earlier, that was not the deliverance you were looking for?
That was not the deliverance I was looking for.
Oh, okay, got you. Well, this one though, this was the
one I was
deliverance we were looking for.
I am surprised and shocked. Neither of these survivors have left. We do have Claudette here. Claudette is forced out. I wonder if Jazzy is going for the save.
It was unbreakable.
We do get a pickup here, but another down as well. We may have DS still in play here. DS does take some time to run out, but if they don't pick up, there is no points for a dead. We do see the DS play.
Ooh.
Nancy runs out of the gate. We do get 3 survivors out this match. What a game. That end game was fun. It was exciting. And man, did that stress me out a little bit.
Yo, it stressed me out for sure because, yo, Cash could have left that survivor on the ground that had Deli decisive and unbreakable. He could have just left them on the ground, and if the entity had taken them out, that's actually same amount of points as hooking them.
Oh,
He didn't have to pick up.
He did not. And with the way that the end game encounter was going, that would have been possible.
Oh, that is so sad. That's crazy. So that's interesting. I mean, but also at the same time, I think Cash had to take into consideration that they may have not had DS there. And so I personally would have waited a little bit longer, because if they just died, I don't know how far the Nancy was there at the end to actually dying. But if they would have left them on the ground, they would have gotten those points as well. Yeah, and Nancy was far off from bleeding out. It definitely would have been an entity endgame collapse, and that's why I say I don't think that they would have been able to crawl out either. So they should have just left him there.
I believe that probably was the call. That should have been the call on Cash's part, to be able to get 2 more progressions on the Nancy. But the pressure and on that in the game at the end game collapse does add a little bit more pressure. So it is understandable to pick up to see if they have DS. Sometimes survivors fake that. And sometimes they don't run that on Deli. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they run Unbreakable instead. But what we did see there is that they had Unbreakable as well as DS. But the killer doesn't know that. So they had to play to the best of their knowledge. And unfortunately, it didn't come out in their favor.
Yeah, what a power play to use Deli and DS like right there though, right? Like you're giving all that power to one survivor.
Yep, and that's a lot of power. What's our score out there, Vader?
28-36, my dude. And so we are looking at a very, very close match still. It is not out of reach by any means. It is an 8-point game. So yeah, if one little change here and we've got maybe even a tie game again, or like flipped in the other direction, right? So this is very good to see at halftime for both these teams. And talking playoff implications, I mean, Deadhead still could make it to playoffs, and I think Remedy can too. So yeah, that's interesting. Deadheads might not be eligible, but we're gonna check. I think that they are, but I could be wrong.
So what do you think here, Vader? We only have an 8-point difference here, and in that, what killer do you think we're gonna see here? Or do you think we're gonna see a killer that's gonna allow for a bigger gap in points? So we're gonna see more hooks, more full completion of hook states to kind of create that gap. Or are you gonna see probably somebody that they're a little bit more comfortable with to be able to confirm kills a little bit more? How do you think they're gonna play this out?
I think you got to go with somebody you're comfortable with, because like definitely these survivors know how to play this map, it looks like, for Remedy. And if you don't come out like firing, then I don't think that I don't think you end up doing it. It does sound like there are things that need to happen for Deadheads that are out of their control for them to make playoffs, so they don't hold let's see, if Deadheads wins right now, actually they will be tied actually with a couple other teams. There will be a three-way tie, but Demise would have to lose to Arctic Wolves tonight in order for that to happen, which Arctic Wolves actually hasn't lost a game yet.
Ooh.
So that's a tall task.
Pressure is on.
Yeah, so we'll see.
We need some for our survivors to create that early gen pressure, but the killer needs to start hooking rather early here to go ahead and set some points off to create a good gap.
For sure. And yeah, talking about what's going to be utilized by these teams, as you can see, yellow perks, items, add-ons, duplicate BT is allowed. I said perks, but one of each perk is what's allowed. But we do have banned perks such as Haunted Ground, Lethal Pursuer, Boons, Clairvoyance, Prove Thyself, Starstruck. Definitely our killer uses are also limited to twice a season, but hey, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there because we are going into the match, and it's a Trickster. Interesting choice.
Oh, okay. One of the least favorite killers to ever go against, in my opinion. I absolutely hate Trickster, but we do find the Claudette rather early here in this game. We do swing through, but no hit. We do block the pallet, so there is no pallet stun, so we do get a hit on I believe it's Alexi. Correct me if I'm wrong here. An early hit here. We are playing in the corrupted area. We are seeing our daggers throw out. Is that what are those daggers called where they hit things and they bounce off? Ricochet. So the pallet did come down. I don't know if they do have a ricochet.
They do. They have the ricochet blades today.
So with that, we were able to get some of those hits off as Claudette was running into that jungle gym there. We do have Alexi hooked in the corrupted area. So they're really, if Cash plays this well, staying kind of in that area, camping a little bit, but to get that pressure off a little early would also be nice. We do see that they do go for the save.
And it being in the corrupt zone, you're totally okay with that, because that means there are two survivors that aren't working on gens anywhere near where gens can be progressed.
So that is a huge benefit here. We do have Nancy. Nancy did throw the firecracker. Our first gen is gone. There is no stun here. We do get a hit on the Nancy.
A lot of stuff all going on at once.
There is some of these ricochets. We're able to hit, not all of them. Bamboo do be thick though.
Apparently, like, geez, that's the bamboo that like fat shames me when I try to walk through it, right? Like
some of it looks like you can walk through it, and a lot of it will not let you pass. It's just like you shall not pass. But you know, Gandalf up in here. My words are just kind of leaving me today, but you know, we're still having fun playing the game. We're having a good old time.
Indeed.
Oh, so Nia is injured. Nia does run away over here. I'm gonna go to the corner since they don't have anything to work with. Corrupt is now gone, but we are still in the 3 gen. to get that hook here. Let's see where they're gonna place. Sad is crazy. Still kind of in the 3. Did have our first one go. We're gonna go ahead and reload here. So we do have 2 hooks up on the board. Actually, our second gen is gone as well. Ruin is still up and in play.
And Corrupt is down now. So
Corrupt is down. So the 3 gen here at the top of the map actually is open for the survivors to start working on. We do have the Claudette working on that as well. Alexi is working on that. We do see that Nancy was saved here.
Those Ricochet blades are doing work.
They really are. Giving us a little bit, giving Alexi some more chase time here. We did get lost in the woods here.
I mean, yeah, I think that Alexi was over here saucing, and you know, we just got lost in the sauce. That's all.
We got lost in the sauce. Running away from this jungle gym because there is no pallet left. Even though they were playing that well, we do see. Oh, did that dagger just try to come back and hit Trickster?
It totally did.
So.
It's dangerous, but you know, luckily Trickster got that jacket on. It protects him from serration. You know.
Oh wow! I didn't know that was a perk there. So
it's one of the unspoken ones, you know.
Oh, bet. So no penalty here for that. We do get the hit off here. The survivors did just complete a gen. Where was that gen completed? Oh, it was completed in the 3 gen. These survivors are cranking out these gens with Ruin still in play. They are distracting this Trickster Cash to stay away from those gens, so Ruin isn't even having an effect. So Cash does look like he is committing to Jane here. Gonna go ahead and throw some daggers off, seeing if we can get anything. We do have Jane hopping down into basement.
Yeah, definitely. This is exactly what you don't want as killer. Oh no, Jane!
Nice.
Don't give Trickster a kiss on the forehead, my lord.
I think that was more of a bat to the head than a kiss on the forehead there, Vader. We do see the basement play here going on the back hook of shame. Doesn't want anyone to get down there and grab Jazzy off of the hook. That is the 3rd hook of the game. No one is in the state of possibly dying here with only 3 hooks this entire game. It looks like Cash may be sticking around, probably gonna go ahead and let the survivors do the gen to get out with 1 kill. We may see some altruism coming into play though as well. There goes the final gen. We do still have Ruin up. There is no Ed in play, so we may just camp this out or see. And the doors really aren't in Cash's favor either. We do have one behind the main building as well as one right next to basement as well, Killer Shack. So they might all 3 just let Jazzy die. Jazzy just went into 2nd stage. We may try and go for some body blocks and kills here, but the way that Trickster's daggers do fly out of his hands, he could easily get somebody else as well.
Yeah, as well as we haven't seen main event yet, so it wouldn't take that many knives to get there.
There goes the first survivor.
This other door's not progressed at all.
There
I
goes
think they
the
just,
second.
yeah.
Yep, they all 3 leave. That only giving Cash 1 kill. Those survivors were on those gens, hustling and bussing all through that. They were just like, we're gonna get out of here as fast as possible.
Dude, talk about like, we have Prove Thyself banned, and they still get all those gens done.
Yeah, and they did that. What they did really well was breaking that 3 gen to let to basically get rid of all that pressure, because that's where Cash was staying. A majority of the game was over in his corrupted 3 gen that he had over at the main building. So with that, him staying over there, they were able to crush out a lot of those gens on the other side of the map and then distract him enough on one side of his 3 gen to be able to break his 3 gen as well.
For sure. And we do see Deadheads with 37, Remedy with 55, and Deadheads will actually be going right back to the Survivor side. Man, they have to have a damn near perfect game in order to bring this back and win. So it'll be tough for them to try to come out with a win on this one.
Do you think they burn a killer here, or they bring out one of their S tiers here, Vader?
I think if you're Remedy, you go ahead and I think you can burn. I think you can safely burn.
Okay. Go with one not an S tier killer here. Okay. I would like to see a nurse, but you know, it is what it
Nah, you're not gonna see a nurse. Not with the score like this. Not with the score like this. I don't think you see a nurse. Looks like we will see Jazzy coming back as killer again. So I know Jazzy tends to be an S tier, like a really heavy S tier player. However, I still say no. Jazzy is a really good variety.
Really?
Yeah, really good variety killer.
Okay, maybe we see a trickster come out again, maybe a wraith. I mean, we got, like we were saying earlier, we definitely have to see somebody that can traverse this map rather well. And
it actually, let's see what's going on here. I see some things happening in this chat between the two teams, but it looks like Deadheads may be forfeiting this last game. And I am waiting to hear from my refs to see what's going on with that. And it looks like that will pass in the court. We are going to allow it. They are going to forfeit it, and we will go ahead and get them ready to have an interview. We will see Remedy convicted of murder at 55-37 being the final score.
Yeah, and it looks like they do have to go because of their Children of the Fog matches as well. So being able to get them over into their next games, having them go ahead and just not play this last one.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate. This is kind of where I know a lot of teams do enter multiple leagues within Dead by Daylight, within competitive Dead by Daylight, and I know several of the leagues have kind of asked that like a lot of teams really pay attention to their scheduling and things, because it does get difficult. I know for We Overslept, it's gotten difficult a few times. Like We Overslept played at 3 Eastern earlier today, and they're actually playing Champions of the Fog right now. Wow. So they went from game to game. It has been pretty crazy. But the good thing is that as you're seeing in the chat, Jazzy says, "Hey, I've been scrimming for 5 hours. Please, I want to allow it." Like a lot of these players are like, "Oh, so wait, we can get on with the other stuff right now. That's fine. Like, well played. We'll go ahead and go." So yeah, we'll definitely we'll see if we have somebody coming into the interrogation room. Let me see. Looks like we might have Jazzy coming into the interrogation room possibly, and we'll start wrapping up on our stream here, and then we will go ahead and wait a minute. Hold on. Hey Joe, guess what?
What's up?
We have another that has joined our midst. It's Jazzy.
Hi Jazzy, how's it going?
Hello, I'm good.
How are you feeling after all of that?
Tired. Twins is a character, certainly.
It's a Twins is a character. Imagine.
Definitely.
Actually, to be fair, I think that Twins is 2 characters.
Wow, Vader, you're smart.
Yeah, you know, that's I got a couple kids of my own, and I know how to count. They're 5 and 6, and so every once in a while we gotta count stuff out, and yeah.
So does that mean there's 2?
2 kids? Yeah. And 2 characters are twins? Yeah, indeed.
Wow, just a whole wrap up there.
Yeah. I just had to make sure that we were all on the same page, you know.
There we go.
Jazzy, for sure though, bringing out the Wraith, how did you feel about just how Wraith performs on that map? Definitely after his nerf there, we've seen Wraith kind of get bullied by a lot of Survivor teams.
I think Wraith is like, it's weird. Like on that map, I'd say it's a better map for him, but it still really shouldn't be a lot of hooks. And like, I don't feel like the nerf to Wraith really did that much. Like he's always stayed pretty much the same strength, other than like the initial changes like 3 years ago. From then to now, he's pretty much stayed the same.
So the killers that you played this round, was that already pre-planned, or was it like we're just gonna hop into this and see what we're gonna do here?
I actually had no idea we were playing until like 3 hours ago. So I kind of just rolled with it.
You're like, all right, let's go in with it. Okay.
Yo.
And how did you feel about your Twins game there?
Comms were awful. There was a lot of mistakes, but it worked out, so whatever.
Honestly,
Endgame was really bad. Endgame was awful.
Honestly, that game was long. Like, you guys took it slow and steady, which was good, but like the fact that the killer didn't really commit to any of you early on really benefited you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to commit to anything as Twins without losing like 4 gens. That's why she's not a very strong killer against, especially on these roles where you have a lot of reset perks. The reset perks really kill Twins in comp.
They definitely can, as long as you play it right, and you guys definitely were with all of the body blocks you were taking, like, really, really good.
Yeah, the body blocks are alright. We fucked up a couple of them. That was where most of the stages come from. It's kind of like on Twins. If you think about it this way, every M1 you give a Twins without Victor being on somebody is a hook. If you think about it that way.
I mean,
Like if you
that's fair.
count the number, if you count the number of M1s that happen that game and the number of hooks, they'll be very similar.
Did you choose to play the Twins just because of how quickly Victor can move around the map, or kind of what was your decision making going into that?
They didn't pick Twins. Twins was picked against them. They were surviving.
Oh, sorry about that. My bad.
Yeah, so the only killer that Jazzy played today for us was Wraith, actually. And so the other 2 matches, we actually had Cash killing both of them.
That's right.
So for sure, I think, who were you going to play for that last match, Jazzy?
Yeah. That's,
I was gonna play Plague.
Oh my goodness. I feel like that's a strong pick for a burn, though, isn't it?
I mean, like, when you look at the maps that we're gonna have to be playing on, and the fact that our home map is, what is it, Blood Lodge? I forget, but we're not really gonna have many chances to play Plague,
don't play Plague on that map. Yeah.
Plague's a character I'm confident I can confirm like a 1k or 2k with, which is all I needed, and we're not really gonna be playing it anywhere else. Also, I feel like Plague does really well in these rule sets that allow a lot of reset perks comparatively to other killers.
Yes, we have seen very, very strong Plagues here. And I mean, like you said, like, I think a lot of it comes down to just how teams play against Plague, though. I feel like in several leagues that I've watched, where Plague struggles, teams are, I guess, more fast to cleanse, or like the other thing is, a lot of other leagues, like thinking DBE as well as Champions of the Fog, when Plague's coming out, you already know Plague's coming, like, you know who the killer is before you're playing, whereas in this league you don't really have that heads up, right? So you end up bringing reset perks, maybe not knowing what killer you're going against. You see Plague and you're like, well, shit, my my whole build is ruined.
Yeah, another thing in DB, they usually ban all the reset perks anyway, so it's crazy how much they ban in there. But yeah,
it is. They are really aggressive with the bans. But I really love that the leagues do have different rule sets, because otherwise, if you saw the same thing over and over and over, why play in any other league? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really good that the rule sets are diverse within several leagues, and I mean, really, that's a benefit for competitive Dead by Daylight as a whole. But sure. do you got anything you want to say to the fans of Vigo's Court, the fans of a Remedy, or to your opponents today?
Not really. No, I hadn't really planned anything.
Dang. See, this is like the award show at the Oscars, and Jazzy's speechless. Can't believe Jazzy won. Not just.
I mean,
just
Cam
kidding.
over in chat saying you a tank. You got anything to say to that, fam?
I don't know. Can I say it on stream?
No comment.
Can I
Can
say it on stream?
I mean, I don't know
keep
what
it
you were gonna
TOS,
say.
and I think we're
I don't think
good.
we'll risk it. I don't think we'll risk it.
All right,
I ain't
sounds good.
risking it for the biscuit. Nope.
No biscuits today.
All right, heard. All right, guys. Well, we will have one more match tonight. Right now, it is about 7 EST, and we got a game at 9 EST. So we'll catch you then in about an hour and 45 minutes. All right. Until then, court's adjourned.
Tell me when and where, and baby, I'll be there. I'll even pull your hair to make you know I want